Now I'm going live. Okay, so if anybody's out there and joining me, I'd like you to leave me a comment to let me know that you've joined me, and I really want to thank you for coming to listen to me and get to know me. So my name's Rona McLean, and I and my husband John McLean have been promoting the iPass2 business system online. And the iPass2 business system is a bit like a system that allows you to take a lot of shortcuts of when you're trying to start a business online. You know, there's a bit of a trudge in those beginning steps of trying to get through, trying to work out where you're going to get leads from and all that sort of thing. It's pretty hard, and especially when you're coming from a non-business background and in the past you've found businesses to be quite hard. But we've come across iPass2, and we came across this through another business which is based on a viral blogging platform called Empower Network. And Empower Network, and that has given us a base to create hundreds and hundreds of web pages that we can put out there on the internet. It's always a journey, and we continue to get better along the way, but it's a learning process and it doesn't happen overnight. But we have met some fantastic people, and I must admit, coming across new people that think differently and that have been successful in business, like, I mean, they make thousands of dollars per month, and some of them, and they make millions and millions of dollars. But they bring in thousands of dollars per month, like $5,000 per month, $10,000 per month, $40,000 per month. And I must say, before I go any further, to say an income disclaimer, the figures that I mention aren't typical. They are from people that have worked mighty hard to get somewhere in their business. You know, for some people, they won't make anything. But for others, if they work hard and they apply the training, you can't go wrong. And that's like us. I've started looking at businesses online, and I probably didn't really get that serious until I had a really good reason why to do it. And my reason why to do it was for my children. Husband and I lost a fair bit of money in the global financial crisis, and we started off in our married life quite well, but along the way we've lost a bit of money, we've made a few mistakes, and now we're in a situation where we don't have our own home. So we're renting, and we've sort of got into a bit of a rental trap. And one of my reasons why to start seeking and being successful on an online business is to get ourselves a home. And in Australia here, the banks are clamping down and not making it that easy to get loans and things. So to get a home loan it's actually pretty hard. And we have 4 great kids. Next year they are all going to be in high school. Some say it's the most expensive time in our lives because high school expenses are certainly greater than primary school. So that's another reason we want to give our children the opportunities they deserve. We don't want to give everything to them. We just want to open the doors for them so they can discover what they want in their own life. You know, that's really important, to be able to, you know, have that confidence and just be able to know that you have done your very best for your children. And, you know, they'll make that decision as they go along, but at least they've had the opportunity to experience things. You know, when you don't have money, you can't give them the opportunities. So that's another reason why. And another reason why this business, you know, I meet successful people through the Empower Network, which is the blogging platform, and through the iPass system. And they speak with such confidence. They have this oozing, self-worth about them. And they're just confident in whatever they do. And I want to experience that. I don't want to have to be afraid of where I'm going to get the next dollar from. And I am sick of thinking, yeah, I can't afford this and I can't afford that. One of the fantastic things about being around successful people is they just think so differently and they help you in your thinking. So something that's helped me along the way is reading a lot. So if you don't think you've got any money at the moment, you can at least go to a local library and start reading. Reading really positive and inspirational books and reading stories about how people have come from nothing and they've been successful. I recommend Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And there's so many books out there. Once you start reading him, he'll recommend others through his book. And also, if you are part of our list, our email list, I want to encourage you to get on the Monday night calls with David Wood because they are really inspirational. You can tap into those calls even if you miss that time because they're still recorded in that feature of the call number for a week until they take it off and they put a new call on. And they're fantastic, and you can put that on while you're driving along in your car. Get some inspiration, get some good stuff into your mind instead of bad news all the time. It will really lift your day. Yeah. So that's some of our reasons why we're doing this business. And I have to say, with the iPass business, from the time that John and I started putting some of the teachings in place through it, we actually found a source where we could buy some leads. We were able to earn enough money to pay for all the expenses of running a business online. And some of those expenses were, like just having an autoresponder for your list. It's just a very small expense every month. And also just the recurring costs of the training course, which is the $47 or $49, no, $47, I think, per month. And there are there's a blogging membership to pay for and an inner circle. And so through doing iPass, within the first week, we have earned enough money and a little bit extra to pay for all those expenses. And I reckon that's pretty cool. Because if you look at traditional business, startup costs are often in the thousands, the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands. And you're looking at a couple of years later before you actually start making a profit. The first few years, you're really struggling to just try and keep that thing running and it paying for itself. And here we are, wanting to do a business, deciding to go online. Within the first week, we have built it so it pays for all the expenses. It runs on its own, and we've got a little bit extra. I reckon that's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. That's very exciting. So, yeah, so we're looking to build from this, and eventually I'd like to leave my work. Yeah, I wrote down a couple of things I wanted to share with you. Yeah, so one of the things that we wanted to have the purpose for this hangout is for you to get to know us and me. So what have I told you about myself? Yeah, I'm married, have 4 children. We live out on a farm. I do work part-time at the moment. I'm a community nurse. And certainly through my work, you see a lot of stuff a lot of people come down with illness and things, and some of you might have an illness and you feel that you can't go to work or you can't bring in income. The beautiful thing about having an online business is you can do it from home. All you need is a good internet connection and a computer that you can rely on, and you're away. But in realising in my work and coming across a lot of different faces, a lot of different situations where it doesn't really matter how old you are, your life can be taken very quickly, or life can change. So, you know, take life with both of your hands. And if you've got a goal and dream out there, don't wait. Don't wait for your dream to happen. You go and get your dream. You go and work at it and go for it, because life is short and you don't know what's going to happen around the corner. Car accident, cancer. Cancer's a big one, actually. And, or, you know, yeah, who knows? But you have your life right now, this moment. So you just use and do, and yeah, do what you can for your life right now. So you want to get into a business, get into our business, because it's going to pay for itself very quickly and it's going to help you reach your dreams. I've left a couple of links below my Hangout. The first one is to our blog. It's called powerhouseblog.net, and that's full of different stories. Whatever we come across in our lives, we put it on there. A lot of it, you know, we've got a fair bit of training stuff on there. Some testimonies. I did one the other day. My mother-in-law makes this fantastic homemade spinach pie. So I did a blog about that, because when I Googled spinach pie, do you think I could find a good spinach pie? No. So I did a blog about Nana's spinach pie. Fantastic. There's another blog I did a while ago. I fell off a horse when I was riding with my daughter. The horse actually, her leg just, she just slipped and fell down, and my shoulder here took all the force of the fall and snapped my clavicle, and I got a pin and plate put on it, and was having trouble finding a good sling to support my arm while it healed. Actually, a good sling to support it before my operation, because I had to wait, I think it was about 2.5 weeks before my operation. And my shoulder, you know, I had to just keep it still. The traditional sling didn't work, so I managed to, through a good friend of mine, showed me how to do a really cool figure-8 sling. So I did a video blog about that, and yeah, had 3,000 hits on that. I'm very happy with that. I mean, some people have thousands and thousands and thousands of hits on their YouTube videos, but I've been getting a lot of positive comments. So I can use my blog for that and get it out there and help others. So our blog has a number of different things, and if you're on our email list, we will tell you when we've updated that. But there's also a link to that. So there's a link to that down underneath this broadcast. Another link is for you to get onto our list. And you can get onto a lot of, that you'll get onto how to get to the calls on Monday night. You'll get updates on the broadcasts that come through, done by John and I. And so lots of good stuff there. And we will keep you up to date with the latest things that are coming along in iPass too. And then there's another link underneath that to a video by a fellow named Adam Whiting, who's been very successful in the iPass system and the Empower Network system. And he's been able to leave his job and support his wife, and they travel quite a bit around the world, and he makes enough money to be able to do that comfortably, meaning travel business class wherever he would like to go, And also, you know, they have their own home, which is one of my goals. Yeah. So that's really, really good. So 3 links there. So click on one or all of those links. Make sure you've got your name on our list, and make sure you're watching those videos, and check out our blog, thepowerhouseblog.net. So yeah, so that's good. Just letting you know. Now, what else am I going to tell you about? Yeah, I think that's it. Don't forget, if you're joining me, just leave me a message and let me know that you're here. And we're curious. We put out a question to our email list actually just the other day, just to find out what they're needing right now, and a lot of them have replied back saying, you know, we don't have any money to do anything. And I just want to reiterate with you, I was at that spot at one time in my life before I decided to start this, you know, this business and to sort of step out in faith. And while I had that thought in my head, I don't have any money. Well, I never did I? You know, and it didn't get me anywhere. I didn't go any further. I didn't make any money online. I didn't learn anything, and I didn't get any closer to reaching my dream. And it's been through reading some books, reading success stories, and realizing that you have to take a bit of leap of faith, and also change your thinking. You know, there's hundreds of successful people out there that started from nothing, but they had an idea, they had a dream, and they just said to themselves, well, despite not having anything at the moment, at this very point in time, I am still going to strive forward and do what I can to start getting closer to my goal. And you know what happens when you start thinking a bit differently and start saying, no, there's plenty of money out there, and some of it's mine. Well, and I deserve a lot, and I deserve it. I deserve it too, just as much as those wealthy people out there. So I'm going to go toward my goals. You know what happens? That money comes to you. You could say the universe or God opens the door. God opens the door for you to start moving toward your goals. It's amazing how it happens, but it happens, and it will happen for you. So what are you thinking? Are you thinking that you're going to get somewhere? Or are you thinking, I don't have anything, I don't have enough money, I don't have this, I don't have that? While you're thinking that, that's where you're going to be. You've got to think differently. Step out of where you are right now and put yourself where you want to be. Think about it, feel about it, talk about it, even talk in the mirror to yourself about it, and start getting yourself moving. So that's my challenge to you today. And one thing you can do to start getting yourself moving, if you haven't done so already, is click on our links and get in touch with us and be associated with us, because we're on a journey as well. And as we journey together, we're going to see you be successful, and we'll be excited about that. So I look forward to talking to you again. And it's coming up to Christmas next week, so we probably won't do one next week, but I'm going to plan one in the new year. And I just want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas with whatever you're doing, and a very happy New Year. It's a very merry time, and get together with your family and enjoy them and support them, and you'll have a really good time. All right, so all the best, everyone, and it's been great to meet you. And if you're watching the recorded part of this, please still leave a message, and we'll get back to you somehow. All right. All right. So it's lovely to meet you. Click on our link and we'll talk again soon. All right. And I'll give you an update of how our business is going. Okay. Bye.